And we are back. We are back, Be Rich.
Yeah.
What's up, man? What you all quiet and acting all somber for, man? Yeah.
Weekend, man. And Young Way fucking fool. Goddamn. Young Way cool, bro.
Man, what
Young
about
Way
him?
motherfucking cool, bro.
Hey, man, slow it down, man. We're doing a little too much cussing to start off with, man. Way too much.
Young Way.
Way too much, my bro.
Young Way. Too much. MFing cool, man.
Okay.
I don't know, man. We always seem to catch the lightning in the bottle, man. Saints fire their coach. They get hyped up and want to win. We had a terrible first half. Young Way Cool misses 3 field goals for the first time in his career. We get a sack in the final drive. No timeouts left. Use the only timeout. What is up with Cool Pimping?
Man, let me take over, man. Cause Be Rich acting all something. I don't like your energy right now. I don't like your energy right now, man. Listen, everybody.
What's it to like about it?
Welcome to the after of the game. Welcome to look. You hear what the Water Boys show after the Falcons and the Saints. We did take us a loss today, but hey, let's sit here and let's talk about it. We're not gonna be somber. Yeah, we have some thoughts and we have some things that need to be said, but we're not gonna be somber about it because you didn't come here for that. You came here to be entertained. So let's talk about it. The Falcons and the Saints. We go down to New Orleans. Man, we did a march down Bourbon Street, walk in your trap, take over your trap, and got left stinking. We walked in the trap and got left in the trap, stinking. That's what happened today.
And you know why we lost, bro? Because we did not make any moves to improve our pass rush.
That's why we lost.
Yeah, bro, we ain't get no pressure on the quarterback, bro.
Okay, I think that's one. That's one of the reasons. I think that's one of the reasons.
And they did. They came up with a sack when they needed one. I mean, you know what though? The defense held up, man. They got the offense the ball, bro. I can't even hate, bro. They got the offense the ball. We had a chance to win, bro.
Twice.
So you know what? I'm gonna take that back. I'm gonna take that. We didn't get no pressure on the quarterback, but we had a chance to win. Our defense got the ball back, so I give it to the defense this time. I can't be mad at Kirk Cousins. I can't be mad at the offense. I can just be mad.
Why can't you be mad at Kirk Cousins?
Because, man, Young Way cool, man. He missed 3 field goals.
And Kirk Cousins threw an interception. I'm not saying Young Way cool is not their fault, but let's not act like Kirk Cousins didn't throw an interception when we were down there having an opportunity to be in scoring position to possibly tie.
And we got the ball back, just like we did against the Eagles. We got the ball back. Just like we did against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. He threw an interception. We got the ball back. And he had a chance.
What does that mean, though, B. Rich? What does that mean we got the ball back?
We had a chance to drive and win the game.
He still threw an interception. Like I'm saying, it was just a lot of blame to go around.
When he threw the interception, we got the ball back and had 1 minute and 20 seconds left to win the game. And we was doing good until the line gave up the sack.
Okay. But if he wouldn't have thrown the interception, we wouldn't have had to get it back and try to score.
I know,
again, right?
All I'm saying is, look, interceptions are going to be thrown. Field goals are going to be missed. But not 3. Not 3. Man, I don't know. Bro. Like, I'm just UGA got their butt kicked, man.
No,
that was already bad, bro.
Look, man, you better get your energy together, dog. I didn't jump on this live.
I feel like I'm a Falcons fan.
To hear you crying in your beer. I didn't jump on here to hear you all sad, man. Come on, dog. I didn't come on here to hear you be sad. Look at your face.
Facebook.
And we're not talking about no comments right now. We're talking about me talking to you right now. I didn't come on here for you to be sad. Come on, man. Okay, they took a loss.
Hey,
I feel a way about it. But
I'm talking about the game. I'm mad. I'm a fan. How am I supposed to do?
We took a loss and UGA lost and it's just a horrible.
Hey man, I did not say. I say the reason we lost is because of Young Way Cool. That's the reason we lost. I'm
trying to pep you up, man. I'm trying to get your energy up, man. You done let these folks take all your energy and just leave it down in the old Superdome Just leave it down there. We're not
And
even
then we lost to
there.
the Saints, man. How am I supposed to feel? I hate the Saints. I'm
Okay.
supposed to be happy.
Okay, man, have some kind of energy. Like, man,
I got energy.
Hey, well,
I
show
got
it
losing
then.
to the Saints energy.
Show it. You're sitting there in your Alabama colors. I don't know what's going on.
It's not Alabama. This UGA colors. It's black and
now,
red,
man. You're
bro.
switching up
It's black
teams
and
because
red. It's
Carson
black
Beck
and
is
red.
trash.
Black and
Switching
red.
up team because Carson Beck is not playing well. What's going on, man?
Man, first off, man, Youngway Cool lost the game. I'm upset about that, and I can be mad. I still got energy. Man. I got mad energy.
Man. Okay, man. Look, well, let me go ahead and talk, man. While B Rich is collecting his energy, ladies and gentlemen. I just want my guy to have more energy and be happier about life, man. Like, okay, yeah, I'm upset about the loss, but come on, man, don't let them do you like that, man. Falcons first half offense couldn't really get anything going on a consistent basis. Youngway Cool, like you talked about, missed 3 kicks. O-line did not hold up when it needed to. J.K. Matthews, hey, J.K. boy, can you come out and cause a sack? Right on time, Jake Matthews gets beat by Chase Young at that. Chase Young, man.
Chase Young good, man.
Young,
Chase
man,
Young
came
good. You can't hate on Chase Young.
How am I hating on Chase Young? I'm just telling you who he got beat by. I ain't hate on the man at all.
You said of all people, Chase Young.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you got beat by Chase Young, dog. Like Jake Matthews, you made a Pro Bowl. Chase Young has not, but yet you got beat. But yet you got beat like you normally get beat. I have no trust or faith in you. And then sure enough, when we need you, you give up a sack. But even before that, the drive before that, we're driving, and we had an opportunity. And Kirk tried to force, or he was a bad throw or something, and he throws the ball, and the Honey Badger picks it off. So, like, it was a lot to go around. Youngway Cool, 3 field goals. We don't feel good about that. I'm telling you, I think the man is spending too much time on blackplanet.com. This man is spending too much time trying to find some ladies.
Yeah, man, like Cool, man, look like he just a brother. Something I don't know, bro. He
gotta look like he a brother, man.
He just ain't Asian or something. He need to be what he need to be.
What does that hold? What?
He just seemed like he seemed like
I'm saying he's spending too much time. He's distracted.
Seemed like he be swag surfing
and
going to Magic City eating lemon pepper Lou wings, bro.
Yeah, he's distracted. Okay, he's distracted. That's what I mean. He's distracted. He is distracted. It's something going on. Koo has not been having a good year. Yes, he's had some game-winning kicks. And like I said, he lined up from the food court in Greenbrier Mall and won that game against the Saints the first time. But this game, but you know what they say? The same thing that make you laugh, make you cry. And today, the same person we celebrated in game 1 against the Saints is the person now that is taking the joy from my partner. They got him over here. I don't think anybody has ever seen you look like you look now. This guy is really sad. Like, look at him, man. Look at him. Look at him, man. The Atlanta Falcons fall to the New Orleans Saints down in New Orleans. Our kicker misses 3 kicks. Our quarterback throws an interception right under the 2-minute mark. We were running the ball well at that. Second down, we go for a pass. This man throws an interception. So it's a lot to go around. No, the pass rush was not stellar today. Yes, the pass rush needs to be better, and we need to see if we can get a dominant pass rush. But there were enough plays there for the game to be won. And Koo didn't deliver when it was his time. And Kirk Cousins didn't deliver when it was his time.
Read that comment right there. I feel him. I feel it. A-Town Vet 88 says Koo went from confident to overconfident, got humble, and ain't been the same since. I feel you on that, bro. I'm seeing that. I'm feeling that.
Okay. Yeah, I can agree with, man. Koo is really feeling it. I mean, put in here earlier. Self-sabotage, but we will be okay. Yeah, I mean, they have to get this stuff out.
I feel like we're gonna be okay. I feel like it was a trap game for the Falcons, by the firing of the coach. Like everybody responds to a firing of a coach the first game they play. It's always tough, and then after that it goes down the hill. And it's like, damn, why do we have to face that? This was supposed to be a game that we're supposed to win, but the good news is We only lost one game in the division, and we got one more to play, and that's against the Panthers. What that makes us? We're 6-4 now.
4. Mm-hmm.
6-4. So
with games against the Commanders still coming up, game against the Vikings still coming up, which neither one of those games are a give me. I would tend to say I think that Vegas will probably lean and have us underdogs in both games.
Yeah. And shout out to Instagram. Shout out to everybody on Instagram. Appreciate y'all, man. I read some of the comments lately. Y'all keep doing the comments.
Yeah, it is what it is. We need to be better than that. Too many penalties at the wrong time. I agree. Whoever this was.
Hey, look, I don't know. It's not sending the names. It's just saying Facebook users. So type your name, and if you want to know, give you a shout out. Hey, one good news about today is Tampa Bay lost. So they didn't gain any ground on us. And I think that Carolina won, didn't they? They beat the Giants, didn't they?
Yeah.
But I mean, I think they out of it. So we'll see. I'm not mad at it was a tough. We had to go down to the Saints, and it's hate week. And then whenever we go down there, you got to throw the records out the window. And we was where we needed to be. We got there. We got in scoring position, man. I know. In that last kick, I was looking at Raheem Morris' face. He seemed like he wanted to go for it, but he's like, "Who can't miss 3?" He missed 3.
Yeah, he did.
I mean, even when Kirk Cousins threw the interception, our defense made the stop. Good kudos for the defense on that. We had a chance to win, Trey. Then your boy Jake Matthews gave up the sack. Damn, Chase Young. Overall, man, but John Robinson looked good today.
Yeah, he did. The run game looked good, period.
Yeah, Tyler Algier had some good runs. It was a tough game to play. They came to ready. They was motivated. The Saints was motivated. They took the personality of their new coach, and they pulled it off. So kudos. Not no kudos. They the Aints. Y'all still the Aints. I ain't giving y'all no kudos. Here's to the Saints. I'm sorry, Trey. I know we gotta keep PG, but here's to the Saints, double of them. But yeah, go ahead.
Man, Falcons beat themselves. Yeah, they switched to a new coach, and there is new energy with a new coach. And I brought that up on our live last week. But Falcons beat themselves. Like in this particular game, I can honestly say I walked away from that game feeling like the Falcons beat themselves. Now, mind you, I do have to be honest at the same time. We say, well, defense got the ball back. No, Alvin Kamara dropped the pass that he never really drops. That game would have been over. That man would have scored a touchdown. Like 9 times out of 10, he's scoring a touchdown on that play. So, like that interception with Kirk Cousins, we need to talk about that as well. Come on, Kirk. Kirk threw an interception at the wrong time. He sure did.
Same thing happened with Saquon Barkley. He dropped the ball he never dropped.
Yeah. So. Yeah, I mean, sometimes you get lucky, sometimes you don't. Today, things did not fall in the Falcons' favor, man. Three missed field goals, an interception by your quarterback when you down under the 2-minute mark and you driving. I mean, that hurts. That really hurts.
I want to give a big shout out, man, to Kyle Pitts on that catch he made on the left side of the sideline, man. That was what a first-round pick supposed to do.
And how many catches did he have today?
I don't know, but that catch right there.
Can you look that up for me?
Yeah, I looked it up, but I'm just telling you that catch right there, man, was beautiful, man. It was dope. When he threw the ball, I thought it was incomplete, and he made that catch, and that's what first round is going to do. I'm going to go ahead and look that up. And then the next play.
Tell me how many catches he had today.
So real quick, do you know the answer to that before I look this up? Because I know how sometimes you'll ask people to do something when you already know the answer to it. So is this one of them?
Man, I just asked you to tell me how many catches the man had, man.
Can
you just tell me how many catches the man had?
Can you just answer the question?
I did answer it.
He had 4 catches.
Okay. 4 catches for how many yards?
55.
Okay. All right. We ain't praising that. I ain't praising that, Kyle.
You gotta praise that catch, man.
Man, I'm
Hey
not
man,
praising. I'm not praising none of that.
he contributed it. He
I'm
contributed
not
it.
praising none
He
of that. You
contributed
do it all you want to. I'm
to
not.
the touchdown drive
I'm not, man.
that the
I'm
Falcons
not.
had.
I'm not.
Shouts out to you, Kyle
I'm
Pitts,
not.
for making that play.
Fourth overall, and right now we're not getting the exact return that we will hope to have. But let's see how things play out. But I'm not gonna make this about Kyle Pitts because Kyle Pitts didn't get out there and miss 3 field goals. Somebody else did. The guy that we whole
Hey,
stadium.
you know,
Whole stadium chill for the man.
Hey,
Like he is a famed relief pitcher.
hey,
Like this
listen,
man is wild thing off
yeah.
of Major League the movie.
Hey, listen.
Like
I had I had an answer to the who that, bro. I was like, oh, I'm gonna come with an answer. But like that ain't an answer now. When they say who that, I be like, who that? Yeah. Boo.
man, all went down here when they took Mike Vick number from him and gave it to Basile. It's been downhill for whoever since then. When they switched him up from number 7 to number 6, hey man, boy, it's been all downhill. Man, look, I'm telling you, man, the new coach energy is true, but the Falcons shot themselves in the foot. Too many bad penalties at the wrong time, too many missed kicks, too many opportunities. The Saints gave them every opportunity to win this game. But the Falcons today, we found a way to snatch defeat from the jaws of victory.
Oof.
We found a way to snatch defeat from the jaws of victory today.
Let's talk about the good, man. Darnell Mooney, you balled out, man. You made some terrific catches, had 5 catches, 96 yards. Drake London had a very quiet day, eight receptions, 97 yards. Didn't even see that, but he had a great game.
I did. Drake London was making all the catches. I did. I definitely knew he had a good game.
John Robinson, 20 carries, 116 yards. Kirk Cousins, 300 yards, 23 for 38, 1 pick, no touchdowns. Let's see defense. Caden Ellis, man, had 10 tackles. Nate
playing with
had 8 tackles. No sacks, man. No sacks in the game, bro. No sacks in the tackle for losses. Hey, man, they did come through, man, on some of them on them 4th down plays that came through. The defense, all right, man. They played all right, you know. I'm not mad at them, man. The offense kind of like had some 3 and outs that kept them on the field a lot. But we still had a chance to win, bro. We still had a chance to win if Cool just would have made his field goals. And that's what bothers me. Like the Georgia Bulldog loss bothered me, but we were never in the game. We got beat. We got dominated. So it don't sting like this one. We should have won this game in New Orleans, man. This was the one that we should have gotten. This is one we should have gotten, Trey.
Yeah, I mean, you know, hey, like you beat yourself. You know, we've been so busy walking in traps and talking about we taking over traps that you walk in the trap and got left stinking in the same trap.
Yeah,
we walked in the trap and got left stinking.
Kirk Cousins had 2 fumbles. Got to hold on to the ball, Cousins. Got to get rid of it, man. Got to get rid of it in that time, man. Can't hold on the ball too long like that. What you think about Caleb, man? How Caleb played to you, man?
I mean, Caleb McGarry played. I mean, I think he played okay. It was a couple times where I thought it was, you know, looking at first until they went back into the real detail about the play. I thought he gave up a couple sacks, but I saw one time he tripped over Chris Lindstrom's foot. Another time he was getting pushed back by Cam Jordan, and Bajan got too close into him, and then he tripped over Bajan. Bajan would look like he was getting ready to try to go out, and then he got knocked down. So, I mean, I think Caleb had an okay game. I don't think the line had a real horrible game, but I don't think they had it because when it matters, man, you got to make the blocks. Like Jake Matthews, you can't get beat 1-on-1 on that one. You cannot.
I want to say this.
You cannot.
And to the Falcons, like they've been playing all year, second half they adjust. Only gave up 3 points second half.
Yeah.
Like he said it right here. He said we only gave up 3 points in the second half. So you can't fault that. You can't fault that at all, man. You can't fault that at all. You can't fault that at all.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So, hey, look, man. As long as you're not around here, man, all sad, man. Like, as long as you're around all sad, man. Thank
We all
you.
right.
Thank you, man.
I mean, but
I
Trey,
just had to bring you back to life, man, because
I
nobody
mean,
wants to see that. I don't even want to see it.
20
Man,
minutes
man,
ago,
please. Man,
20
please,
minutes.
please, please put a 1 in the chat if you agree with me that B Rich does not need to be sad. Please put a 1 in the chat if B Rich needs to put on a happy face, man. Be upset, but don't let them take your joy, my guy.
Hey,
Don't let
and
them
if you,
take your joy.
hey, look, on the other spectrum, if I should be mad and you mad at the Falcons lost, put a 0 in the chat. Put a 0 in the chat if you feel like
Okay,
I feel.
but be mad without being somber. Let's
I
not
wasn't
be
somber.
somber.
I
Yes,
wasn't
you were.
somber.
You were like, man.
I wasn't like that.
Yes, you were, dog. I promise you. I'm not lying to you.
I wasn't like that.
I'm not lying to you.
I wasn't like that.
Not yes, you were, man. See,
Wasn't
now you coming back to life, man.
All right.
Now you coming back to life. Thank you.
But
See,
20 minutes. I mean, we weren't even.
somebody said we good, be rich. We still going to the playoffs, bro.
That's right, man. I feel you on that. Hey, I'm sorry that we don't have y'all names. It's just telling us Facebook user this time. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, I don't understand what's going on either. It never says just Facebook user. It normally puts all the names. We definitely want to shout people out. You have any comments on Instagram you want to bring up, be rich?
Yeah, it's a lot of comments actually. It's a lot of people in here. He's emotionally exhausted, Black Mike. Rich is overreacting and not even mad at the right person as why we lost. Hey, Des 1017. I didn't get a chance to see who you said was the reason we lost, but I think Young Wei Koo is the reason we lost. He gave us 9 points. So I love to see who you say the reason that we lost to. And
Hey,
Magatti
look.
said if we made them field goals, we would have won the game. See, I just said that. DZP Racing, exactly. We still good. 4-4 Ken. Don't be sad because we still straight in the division, but we lost to the Aints. That's unacceptable. And that's what I'm saying. And I'm still waiting.
That's cool.
I'm still waiting for
Look, somebody said Trey, I got on here late, but when I got on, I thought B Rich had been crying or something. I'm telling you, man, you had a real somber mood, man. We just trying to get you out of there. Okay, the Falcons lost. We don't like losing to the Saints. Cool, you out there tripping. Get it together, my guy. Get it together. Stop being out there on Christian Mingle or whatever site you trying to find a lady on, and then get yourself together, my guy. Instead of trying to kick it with a female, how about you try to kick it through the uprights? That's what we need to see. Like this, through the uprights, my guy. Through the uprights, please.
So Trey, Rashad said blood pressure bird. Shaking my head. That's a good name you came up with.
Hey, man.
Hey.
Huh? What'd you say?
Hey, I say Rashad from New Jersey says blood pressure bird. Shaking my head. So that was a good little term you came up with. So look, this is what Dad says from 1017. He says, Kirk and Zach Robinson is why we lost. I can't say that, my guy. I mean, Zach didn't call a good game and Kirk threw a pick, but we left 9 points on the board. So Young Wei Koo is why we lost. And I'm going to say that again. Young Wei Koo is why we lost. Even though Zach and Kirk had bad games, we still had opportunity to win the game. Period. We wouldn't have missed them field goals. We wouldn't have been in that situation to be driving like that, to throw picks like that. We could have just been running the clock out. But,
he still threw a pick. The man threw a pick down at the 2-minute warning.
That's what quarterbacks do.
The field with the opportunity. Okay, and kickers miss kicks. Is it okay to say that's what kickers do?
Not 3 in the game.
Because you know they miss kicks.
Not 3 in the game.
You know they miss kicks.
Not 3 in the game. And let me say this.
You know they miss kicks.
Let me say this. Young Wei Koo been missing kicks for the past 4 weeks. What's up with
Kirk
that?
been throwing interception for the past however long he been in the league. Because that's what quarterbacks do. That's what you just said. Kick it through the uprights, my guy. Stop kicking it with the ladies and kick it through the uprights. Kick it through the uprights, my guy. Kick it through the uprights. You know what I'm saying? Look, it's also, let me tell you something cool. When you're on the field, my guy, there are these yellow posts, right? One is right here. The other one is right there. Let me get.
You went. I can't hear you. Can't hear you. Your mic went out.
Okay, yeah, my mic went out. Let me say it again. All right, then, cool. Look, there are 2 yellow poles out there on the field. There's one right here. There's one right here. You want to be right there in the middle, my guy. Right there in the middle. Kick it through there. And Kirk Cousins, Kirk O'Chains, since you walking in traps and you taking over traps, It's when it's time to win the game, make sure you're looking at the color of your uniform. Today we wore white, my guy. We did not have on black. So why did you throw it to the black uniform when we were wearing white with a big old ATL on the jersey? We can't have a pick in that situation. We cannot have pick. Oh, and Zach Robinson. Hey, man. Let's talk about it. We were running the ball well. All of a sudden, let me get my guy MVP. Hey, go ahead and throw the ball, Kirk. Throw the ball. Why didn't you tell him before it's over with, before I get off these headsets, make sure you throw it to the ATL instead of the black jersey? So it's a whole lot of things to go around, Be Rich. It's not all just on Cool by himself. It's
Yeah,
Cool.
it is.
It's the pick. It's the lack of a pass rush. It's why didn't we keep running the ball? We were running it down their throats. It's a lot to go around, okay?
All
It's
of
a lot
that you
to
said
process.
is right, but we still got in position to score. Okay, one field goal was a 55-yard field goal. We'll give them that. One field goal was a block, which he should have just kicked higher, but hey, we'll give him that. But one field goal wasn't a block. One field goal was easy peasy, and he missed it. If he could have just made one, we'd have been tied up. Could have been overtime.
Okay,
So,
man.
yeah.
Listen. Nobody's saying Koo is not part of the
Zach
problem.
made mistakes, and he's been making mistakes all year. And you know how I feel about Zach. All right, Kirk Cousins. I can't be mad at Kirk. He been doing his thing. He can't keep throwing picks near the end of the game because it seems like that's happened a lot, and we've overcome it, but we didn't overcome it this time. Can't do that in the playoffs. But we were still in a position to win, my guy. So you would say, my guy.
Yeah, and our quarterback threw a pick. We were in a position to win the game, and our quarterback threw a pick with under 2 minutes left.
And we got the ball back.
Yeah, we did. And we wouldn't have had to get it back if he didn't throw a pick.
Okay, who's to say?
Throw it to the ATL. Hey, since you like rap songs, Kirk, make sure you remember this. Next time, look for the ATL. ATL, Kirk. ATL, Kirk. Look for the ATL on the jersey, my guy. And Koo, kick it through the uprights. Let's just leave it there.
Leave it there. He says, let's not act like Koo ain't been top 3 for 3 years. I don't care how top he is. He ain't top today. We lost the game to the Aints.
Right now, in my opinion, Koo ain't top 3 in nothing except for DM and Instagram models trying to holler at them because he ain't working on his craft. You're not working on your craft, Koo. You're not working on your Koo. Man,
get out them DMs, Koo.
He busy hitting folks, hitting them ladies up on the DM. His first message be like, you know who this is? And when they hit back and say who, he put a big
young ho. No, he be like, what's up, young ho? He's like, what's up, young ho? That's what he doing. First thing he say is, what's up, young ho? It's cool. Man, you stupid. Listen. Hey, Chad on IG says Koo has missed 5 field goals in 3 games. Chad, that's the stat of the day. While my man checking out about Koo in the DMs. Young ho Koo.
Oh man.
I'm on Koo.
Hey man.
We got plays. I'm not on Koo ass today, but I'm on Koo for missing them field goals. I feel you. So you got a big pause on that one. They need to get on his ass in that locker room. Damn, 23 got plays. You about getting on some ass, ain't you?
Man, let me tell you, man, it's a lot of blame to go around. And Koo with the 3 missed field goals, it's like he's the first person. He's the first person to get served. You know how they say at the church when they have like a luncheon or anniversary dinner, they say let all the elders eat first. Yeah. Well, if it was time to eat some blame pie, they was Koo, let Koo come up here and eat first. Koo, come on up here with your plate. We got a double portion for you. But at the same time, Kirky boy, you got to get in the line, Kirk. You have to get in the line, my guy. You have to get in the line. That interception was inexcusable. It was inexcusable in that position and at that time of the game. It was inexcusable. It just was. So we lost to the Saints. We're going to move on to the next game. Who do we play next? Do we have a bye? Do we have a bye after this week? Are we getting ready? Are we getting ready to run into a bye? Because I'm not looking at the schedule right now, man.
I'm looking at the schedule. The next opponent is at Denver. At the
Broncos. When? What date?
November 17th.
Okay, so we play Denver, and then we get a bye after Denver, man, because a
Yeah,
bye has to be in there somewhere.
we get about week 12 after Denver.
Okay, all right, cool.
All right.
And guess what, man? The game against Denver is not a gimme.
Not a gimme, man. Sean Payton, one of our nemesis.
It's not a gimme.
Um,
Going up to Mile High playing, it's not a gimme. And so I'm not talking like the Falcons are getting ready to fall off, but we have to correct certain things before we go into the playoffs, and before we even start talking about a playoff push, because a few of the teams down the stretch we could potentially see in our home stadium, we could potentially see. You know what I mean? Or we could be chasing them for positioning. Even if we continue to win, we could be chasing Washington and Minnesota for positioning, and who will have, home field, and who will have to be traveling and playing on the road, as long as we continue to win our division. So
hey,
these are
Black
things
Mike.
we have to talk about, man.
Nah, you're right. You're right. Black Mike says Young Cool, has won games in this position. But one thing I do want to bring up, man. Now, does this make Young Cool? Does this head games with him now? Is this some John Rocker type of stuff, Mark Wohlers type of stuff, to where you can do it, but now it's in your head? That's what I'm concerned about. He missed 5 field goals in 3 games, and now when it's the game's on the line and he has to kick it, will that come into play where, dang, I've been missing, and loses the confidence? Man, you got to shake that, man. You know what I'm saying? We got to get that fixed, Trey. We got to get that fixed, because I'm confident in Cool. He's done it before. Done it a couple times this year, but I don't know what happened, man. I think what you said, man. The success.
So you think Cool got the yips?
I ain't saying that. I don't want to put that on him. I know we did break the curse, So I'm gonna leave that over there. But I'm just concerned, man. That he need to get that together.
It's something to pay attention to. Yeah, I mean, I don't feel confident coming out before, we would feel confident and Cool. Like the way we used to feel about Matt Bryan. Like I felt, that's why I hate Matt Bryan didn't get the opportunity to make a kick in the Super Bowl, because I felt confident with Matt Bryan kicking. I don't feel confident with Cool kicking.
Nah,
I don't think any of us can feel confident with young Way Cool kicking nowadays. And all the fanfare that he gets with the whole nickname and everybody, Cool. Come on now.
Hey, Trey, let's take a break right quick. 1 second. Oh, man, Trey, you got it, bro. Oh, thank you, brother. This is my very own The Water Boy Show t-shirt, man.
Sorry, my brother. You got to get your own. Make your life better and under your Water Boy Show t-shirt today. Yeah, make sure you holler at us. Get your Water Boy Show t-shirt. Please help support the show. Every bit of support helps. It helps us to be able to continue to bring this really good content for everyone. We really appreciate it. We really thank you guys so much for all the support. We appreciate each and every one of you.
Hey, Trey, I put a GoFundMe link up. Hey, this GoFundMe link, man, is for us to get better equipment, for us to bring better content to you, man. We need some new cameras. We need some new edit guys to come help us edit. And because everything that's been done, man, all the edits that you see on our shorts, man, that's done by Trey and our executive producer, Swats, and then also by Aaron Woe Pittman. He's the one that films the episodes for us. So we want to get some better equipment to kind of help. If you kind of look, we got the sun glaring. So, we started a GoFundMe account, man. If y'all want to support, please support, man. Because we do this for the love of sports, and for the love of what we do. We like to talk shit. So hopefully you enjoying what we're doing. We're not begging, we're just asking for your support, man. So also, if you want to buy some t-shirts, I'm gonna put that link in there for you to get some t-shirts. But yeah, where we at, Trey? I'm sorry, I lost train of thought.
Nothing, man. Nothing. Yeah, we just tell the people we appreciate any and all support. If you feel it, if you feel in your heart, or if you feel compelled or led to help support us in our journey to continue to upgrade all the things we're doing, please, there is the GoFundMe link. Also, we have links to our t-shirts. You can support the merch. Any and all funds go towards us bringing better and more consistent content to you guys. We drop something every day, man. We've been consistent dropping at least one piece of content every single day since February the 28th, and we just would like to just crank out even more. And it's just some things we need to do to continue that and scale up a little bit. And we just appreciate you guys' support. So yeah, we know we're not gonna get that kind of support from Cool, because Cool out there missing kicks, and it is what it is, man. 3 kicks and an interception from our quarterback when we didn't need it.
He
Yep,
said, please stop that cool chant. He
I'm with
definitely
him.
deserved it. Hey, look, I just put the link to the t-shirts in the chat. There's the GoFundMe link. I'm about to click on the here. There you go, right there.
Somebody said go fund them Saints. Them
Hey, we deserve it though.
Saints go funded the Falcons today with a foot in their behind. Man, all the people from Atlanta they went down to New Orleans and partied, man, and did parades coming down Bourbon Street. It looked so beautiful, and they really showed up for Atlanta. And in the end, Young Wei Koo let all of them down. You let them down, Young Wei Koo. You let all of them down, my brother. You let them down.
Yeah. Hey man, Trey. Not that we finished talking about the Falcons. We can love to talk about the Falcons because we know a lot of you guys are Falcon fans as we are. Trey, on your hat, man. What's going on with the Hawks, man?
The Hawks injured, man. The Hawks injured. They don't have their entire team. I mean, they've been trying to play some tough games. Defense shows spurts of becoming better, but then they turn around and give up a 40-point quarter. So defense is still somewhat of an issue. Well, not somewhat. It's still an issue for the Atlanta Hawks, and they hurt. They don't have Bogey, and they don't have Hunter. I would love to see Hunter coming off the bench behind Ricochet. And but hey, Jalen Johnson's been looking good. Trey's been playing well. Ricochet
They
is
don't
a
have
rookie.
no help.
I mean, Jalen Johnson been putting up 20 points, double-digit rebounds, and assists.
Point guard. Like
Oh,
he
you
don't
mean
have.
backup point
Yeah,
guard?
yeah,
No,
yeah.
no,
He has no.
no.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hey
I mean
man.
they've been needing a backup point guard since they drafted Trey. Now we did bring in Lou. We brought in Lou for a little bit, and then we had one of the boys. Man, what's the boys? It's three of them, man. His name was Aaron. Man, what was his last name, man? It was like three of the brothers.
I know
Two of
you.
them played for the Hawks, and one they came from Indiana.
I
They
know you
both
talking
came,
about.
and we had the backup point guard. But yeah, man, Hawks. So hopefully Kobe Buffkin can come in and play decent. We need Bogey to be able to come off the bench. Like I said, Ricochet is playing like a rookie. I mean, it's to be expected. He had one great game. Somebody said the Hawks playing like the Atlanta Thrashers, but the Thrashers ain't even here. So that's terrible.
Hey, listen. Hey,
That's
Zachary
terrible,
Ricochet,
man.
man. Let me update everybody if y'all don't know. Out of all the rookies, if you look at his stats, he's number one in points, top five in steals, top three in steals, top five in blocks, top five. I don't know about rebounds. But number one in points scored. So I'm not mad at Ricochet. I see some things in him that he can be great. Once his shot starts falling, he's gonna be deadly, man. But I'm not gonna call what Trey call him. I'm gonna call him Zachary Swishache from the 32-point game he put up the other night. 33, 32, I can't
Yeah,
remember.
33. Yeah, man. I
Yeah.
mean, but listen, with a young player that's only played 10 games, he gonna have some great games and he's gonna have some bad games. Like you just gotta let him just be who it is. You can't give
Yeah.
him too much praise, and you can't give him can't be on him too hard. You can't just down him too bad. He's a rookie, man. Let the man play. Let all the rookies just play. And by the end of the year, we'll see. Remember, Trey started off real rocky in his rookie year, but by the time the end of December and January rolled around, Trey started balling, like just consistently putting up points after points after points, all
Mhm.
kind of assists, having big games, hitting game winners. So let's see.
I agree.
somebody said we only have one good pro team, the Atlanta Braves, man. Hey, but guess what? We love all the teams. We love all the teams. So
Yeah.
it was heartbreaking to see the Hawks lose against Detroit in the fashion they lost in. Then they playing, man. The Hawks seem to have a lot of back to backs. And then to see them play that back to back and lose against Chicago, they were up, 17, 18 points at one point, but it seemed like they lost their legs.
Hey man,
Yep.
and that loss to Detroit last second, Trey drives in and sends it to the backup center. To the
Yeah,
backup.
your guy who you said should be the starter.
Got
Your
blocked.
guy.
All right,
Your
Trey.
guy.
Moving on from the Hawks.
Food lion bam.
Hey, shout out to Georgia Tech beating the number 4 team in the country, man. Georgia Tech down at the flats beat the University of Miami, the Miami Hurricanes. How did that made you feel, man? Ryan Cameron invited us to the game earlier this year, man. We had great seats, man. We got a chance to experience Georgia Tech at night, looking at the city, the beautiful skyline, and they upset the University of Miami Hurricanes, man. How do you feel about that?
Man, well, shout out to Georgia Tech. Georgia Tech. I want to say they beat Miami last year. I think they beat Miami on the crazy way they beat Miami last year. When Miami had the game sold up, all they had to do was kneel down, but the coach decided to run the ball. He called a run play when all they had to do was kneel down to win the game. And the running back fumbled the ball, and Georgia Tech ran it for a touchdown and ended up winning the game or something like that, which was bananas when you go back and look at that play. But shout out to Georgia Tech. Georgia Tech has lost 4 games, so I mean, like they're not about to do anything when it comes to playoffs or any big time bowls. But shout out to them for at least playing a little better than they have been. They still have a long ways to go. Still have more talent that they need to acquire to get where they need to go. But shout out to Georgia Tech, Atlanta's own beating Miami.
And that loss to Georgia Tech could have helped the University of Georgia to keep us in playoff contention. So speaking of that, the UGA Bulldogs
talking about Miami losing 1 game, keeping Georgia in playoff contention.
Yeah. UGA, man, what happened, Trey? What happened? From what I saw in the beginning, we got the sacks early, 2 straight sacks, hurt the quarterback, punt the ball, we get the touchdown, and then from there, the backup quarterback comes in and just exposes our defense, and we couldn't stop him since. What do you say happened, man?
Okay, so look, if we believe what we believe in Kirby, what do we believe about Kirby Smart? We believe Kirby Smart is an amazing coach, right?
Yes.
Do you believe Kirby Smart is a great coach?
Yes.
Do you believe that Kirby Smart is also good at helping his coordinators get the correct schemes they need for a game planning, and having the players ready?
I think that he did in the beginning.
Just yeah. It's kind of a yes or no. I just want you to say I'm going somewhere with it.
I don't know, Trey. I can't answer.
Okay, so if we believe all these things to be true about Kirby Smart, then okay, maybe it's the talent. Maybe they don't have the level of talent that they had years before. I'm not saying they don't have talented players, but maybe they don't have the level of talent that they had before. Maybe they don't have a Jalen Carter. Maybe they don't have some of the dominant players that they had before, acting a fool out there on that defense, like being a real dominant defense. I mean, who's a household name besides me? But we know Walker, we know Williams. I mean, we know Starks. We know the young boy who's the true freshman. But like, is anybody like a dominant player? And on offense, like who's the dominant player on offense that you can turn to and say, "Hey, boy, we got such and such." Who is he?
I tell you who ain't. The wide receiving core. These wide receivers do not give us a chance to get in a rhythm. They have way too many drops, and they're not stepping up to where they're winning games for us. So, if we had that boy from Alabama, I think it'd be a different story. The young freshman wide receiver, Buddy.
Yeah, to my Williams, the Ryan Williams kid.
Yeah.
So I mean that's the thing we have to ask. Like, do they have the same level of talent? And I'm not copping out or giving UJ any excuses, but we just need to talk about it. Like, do we have the same level of talent, or did they think they had the same level of talent? And some of the guys aren't developing as fast. I know Kirby was saying, he said it before the season started, that we don't have the same depth that we've had in the past, and so that lets me know that it's a talent issue amongst it. I mean, talent is getting sent out to a lot of different teams now because of NIL. So there are players who've gone to other teams that may have stayed at Georgia to help with depth. And so something has to be done. And Georgia has a serious quarterback problem. I'm not going to call Carson Beck out his name, but what the heck is wrong with Carson Beck? Georgia has a quarterback problem. They just do. They have a quarterback problem, and Carson Beck is it.
And I think that problem kind of showed up in the first drive. We ran the ball, man, a lot. And I feel like they didn't give him a chance to get in rhythm because they was afraid he was going to turn the ball over and then want to kill his confidence. But it was a tough environment that we played in. Ole Miss was a tough environment. It was very loud, which is no excuse. Wet field, it was rainy. And I didn't see like Beck throwing the ball like he normally throws the ball. I felt like we was very, very cautious in the way we played.
Yeah, well, I mean, and then too, like we used to Georgia having like a dominant running game, a run game that we can really speak of, like running backs that we can really speak of. And I'm not like some of these guys that's on the roster could be it, but we're not seeing it. We're not seeing that dominant run game that Georgia.
Bro, I said the same thing today to Doug. I'm like, yo, man, Georgia ain't got the Georgia backs like they normally have. I say, it's in the Edion, number one,
ETN.
ETN. He's not. I mean, he's like a scat back to me. Like a quick lightning back. But he not no Chubb. He not no Gurley. We don't have. I ain't seen that. I know we have quote unquote 5-star running backs that are supposed to be like that, but I haven't seen that play this year from Georgia, man. We don't have that back. I ain't seen it. ETN is great. He's doing his thing. He did good against Texas, and he's been showing up. But not that dominant Nick Chubb, not that Gurley, not that Garrison Hurts. Bless you.
Yeah, I
I
mean,
ain't
we don't
seen-
even have a James Cook on
I
this
mean,
roster. James Cook tearing it up in the pros right now. Like, what
yeah,
I mean, like
Cook,
we don't have those. We don't have a Sonny Michelle
Tony
level player.
Michelle.
Like,
I
and
ain't
like
seen
I
it.
said, the combination we had with Zamir White and James Cook. So let me say this: I can't say we don't have it somewhere. Maybe those guys, maybe they haven't been given the opportunity. Maybe the O line is not the same. So I don't know. I don't know, but I would love to see us be able to run the ball better. And Georgia, they can't lose anymore. They can't lose anymore. Georgia has a very tough road ahead of them because Georgia has to play Tennessee still,
Tennessee,
and
Georgia
then
Tech.
so this the thing. This the thing too. Because looking at their side, even if they beat Tennessee, let's just say when they beat Tennessee and they beat Georgia Tech, they still got to go play a SEC championship game against who? Texas again, or Alabama again if Texas takes a loss. And then if you lose that, then you out the playoffs some kind of way, you know. So Georgia really can't. They cannot afford to lose a third game. They just cannot. Like, because there's so many teams that's ahead of them right now as far as record wise. I mean, 12 are going to get in, and maybe Georgia could maybe they'll throw Georgia a bone and throw them in at number 12 with 3 losses. But I don't know. I mean, would you throw them in with
Definitely,
3
definitely,
losses?
definitely. Georgia's had the toughest schedule by far this year. They've had. Let me play it again. The University of Georgia Bulldogs have had the toughest schedule in the whole college football this year.
Okay, but yeah, let me finish what I was gonna say. What I was gonna say is, would you throw them in with 3 losses if you have a Colorado team out there with only 1 loss or 2 losses? No, I
Yeah,
think Colorado gets in above Georgia.
I think they deserve to be in.
But I'm just saying, if it comes down to that, or if it comes down to say you beat Clemson, but Clemson finishes with only 1 loss. Yeah, you beat Clemson, but Clemson finishes with only 1 loss out the ACC. Like, they're gonna get in before you. It's a lot of
But look
teams.
at
So
look at
we
the
gotta
two
look at it.
losses
Let,
that we
let
got
me
to.
let me start writing it down. Let me write it down. Let me think of these names. You actually can pull it up as I'm going over these names, because I know I'm going to forget. I'm going to forget a bunch of people. So let me see what we got here. So now, number 1, we got Oregon ahead of them.
Oregon, Ohio State. This is in
We
order.
got we
3
got
Texas,
Penn
Penn
State.
State, Indiana, Tennessee, BYU.
Hold,
You
hold
got
on, go slow.
you
Let's
got
let's
Oregon 10-0. You got Ohio State 8-1. You got Texas 8-1. Penn State 8-1. Indiana 10-0. Tennessee 8-1.
hold on.
BYU,
Hold on. Indiana, and then you said what? Tennessee with 1 loss.
yeah, 8-1 Tennessee. BYU 9-0. Notre Dame 8-1.
Okay,
Alabama.
hold on. Notre Dame got 1 loss. You say BYU has what? 1 or 2 losses.
They 9-0.
Okay, no losses.
Notre Dame 8-1. Alabama 7-2. Ole Miss 8-2. Georgia
Okay,
7-2. Miami 9-1. That's the top 12 teams right there.
okay. And you say Georgia's in there.
Number 11.
Okay, let's just say Georgia loses another game. Okay, if BYU loses 1 game, I can see Georgia getting in above them, even with 3 losses potentially. But yeah, I mean, if Indiana goes in with 0 losses, they're gonna make the playoffs. If Tennessee only has 2 losses, but say Georgia loses in the SEC championship game, and has 3, they're not going to get in. You have Colorado out there. How many losses does Colorado have?
They 7-2. They number 18.
Okay, let's just say Colorado finishes with only 2 losses. What about Clemson? How many losses does Clemson have right now?
Two losses, 7-2.
Oh, they've already lost 2. Okay, yeah, I think Georgia would get in before Clemson, then, even with 3 losses, because they beat Clemson and they have a much harder schedule.
And you got Army
Uh,
at number 16 at 9-0. You think
man, that
Army
ain't
gets in
happening.
before Georgia?
That ain't happening.
Okay, gotcha.
That ain't happening. Ole Miss, Bama. Yeah, I mean Georgia can't afford to lose any more games, in my opinion.
I tell you right now, the SEC is the toughest division conference in college football by far. They have, let's go through this. They have Texas number 3, Tennessee number 6, Alabama number 9, Ole Miss number 10, Georgia number 11, Texas A&M, are they SEC? Number 15.
Yeah,
LSU number 21.
LSU got 3 losses. They out.
Yeah. South Carolina number 23.
They out. Ain't no point in talking about that.
Missouri 7-2. And I think is Louisville SEC too? They 6-3.
Now, Louisville didn't join the SEC.
Oh, okay. Well, my bad, but they seem like they should be a SEC team. But South Carolina,
Nah.
Missouri are definitely SEC teams. And bruh, all these teams beat up on each other.
And them excuses though.
You could put LSU in the playoff and they probably beat all the teams, bro.
Could they? I don't think so. Not this year.
Maybe.
Not this year. You thinking about LSU in the past? Not this year. I don't think so. I don't think so. Who they lost to the first game? They got their butt whipped by USC.
No, you just a typical Georgia fan who never won anything and want.
No, they're not talking to us. They're having a chat discussion between each other.
Oh,
those comments aren't for us. They're talking to each other in there.
Nobody can beat Georgia to Alabama, even with a mediocre QB. They still.
Man, Georgia just lost. Georgia just lost yesterday to Ole Miss. So this year, more teams than Bama can beat them, because Ole Miss just beat them yesterday and beat them convincingly.
Whooped our butts, man.
They just beat them yesterday. Now if you got neutral fields and it's not raining, maybe so, but they just got beat convincingly. And trust me, I ride with Georgia all day long, every day. But we took an L. It is what it is. We took an L. And like I said, say if Colorado comes around and they only have 2 losses and Georgia has 3 losses. I'm just doing the hypothetical. No, Colorado is going to get in above Georgia. No, I guarantee you.
I guarantee
you they will.
Guarantee they won't.
They're going to put Dion in, dog. Come on, this.
I mean, if you're talking about that, then that's a different story.
You know that. No, I'm just saying his team, if they only have 2 losses, if they get through and they only have 2 losses and Georgia has 3, Colorado's getting in above them. If Georgia takes another loss, man, Georgia going to get bumped all the way back somewhere.
Okay, let's say this. Let's say Georgia loses to Tennessee.
Oh, it's over. Yes, it's over. It's over. Because they're not even going to the SEC championship. If they lose to Tennessee, it's all the way over. They don't even have a chance to redeem themselves in the SEC championship, and the SEC champion get a bye. Like they don't have a shot. They don't have a shot. Now if they beat Tennessee, they get through and they get to the SEC championship game, and then they win it. And then they win it because they're the conference champion. I think they could have a chance of possibly getting up there as one of the top teams. I don't know if they will make it all the way to number 4. You know what? They could make it back up number 4. If they beat Tennessee as high as Tennessee is ranked, and then say they run up against Texas again, and they beat Texas in the SEC championship game, that could prepare them, to be top 4, top 5, something like that. But right now, Georgia cannot lose any more games. They just cannot. End of story. We don't even need to beat around the bush with it. I mean, could they get in with 3 losses? Of course they could, but the chances are more likely that they'll get in if they only have 2 losses.
Yeah. All right. So, that's enough of UGA talk, man. Back to the Falcons. Where do we go from here, Trey? No pass rush, decent offense, inexperienced defensive and offensive coordinators. good head coach. No injuries to this point. Um, no significant injuries. Offense looks good. I mean, you got to give it to the Saints, man. It's a rivalry game, man. You got to throw it out. They came to play. They came to play,
Man,
and we knew they was coming to play. We knew they was coming to play. They fired the coach, and the history has shown us that when a team that has a coach that's been fired, they typically come back and play very well, and which the Saints did today.
I think the Falcons beat themselves. Me personally, I don't
Yes,
even think the Saints played that great. I just think the Falcons beat themselves, and that's more of an indictment on us. Like the Falcons been up and down. They've been up and down. Like look at all these games we played. They've been up and down. Like the Falcons still have things that we have to improve. So we always looking at the positive, and we're gonna stay looking at the positive and see what we can possibly get done and how we can improve. But let's not act like that we don't have some shortcomings. Let's not act like that we don't have some areas that we truly need to improve. And somebody missing 3 field goals is insane. It is. And then
insane.
on top of those 3 field goals, your quarterback, when you down three and and you're under the 2 minute mark and you almost in plus territory. Oh, I forgot. We gotta play the Chargers too. Man, we play the Chargers, Washington, and Minnesota and Denver.
Yeah. Speaking of
Now,
Denver next
I,
week,
I,
man.
I don't think the Falcons gonna lose all those games, but sheesh, that's tough.
Yeah, coming in next week, we play Denver. They got
That's
they got a,
tough, man.
got a rookie quarterback, and Denver's been playing pretty decent this year.
That's
Not
tough,
pretty.
man.
They've been playing really good. And they got a great head coach and
That's
Sean
tough.
Payton, man. You know who
That's tough.
knows the Falcons very well. I ain't gonna say he knows um Raheem Morris, but I mean he does. He played against Raheem Morris coach teams a lot of times. So Denver, man. What's Denver's record? Let's look at Denver's record. Denver's 5-5. Denver's 5-5. Are they on a bye this week? No, they lost to the Chiefs.
I don't know, man. I can't. It's coming. I can't agree with that. I think that Minnesota game is scary as well. Straight up.
Oh yeah, we got Denver, we got the Chargers, Los Angeles, we got Minnesota, we got Vegas, we got New York Giants, then we got the Washington Commanders. We got to play Dan Quinn's team, and as you know, the Falcons have a history of always losing to former coaches and former players, which I want to see us break that string this game. And then we end the year with Carolina, man. So Trey, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 games. What's the record for the last 7 games? What do you see us finishing? You're pretty good at this. You did it at the beginning of the year with the Pittsburgh, Philadelphia, Kansas City, New Orleans, Tampa. You said how you want to come away, and we did.
Okay, tell me the name of the teams.
All right. This is in order. Denver. Then we have a bye week. Then we're here at home against the Chargers. Then we go away to Minnesota. Then we go away to the Oakland the Las Vegas Raiders. Then we have a home game against the Giants. Then we play Washington at Washington. Then we come home and play Carolina for the last game of the year.
I say 9-8 at worst, 10-7 at best. I don't see us winning more than 10 games now.
Okay, and we're 6-4 right now. All right.
Yeah.
So Kurt goes into Minnesota's trap and he plays in the trap. What do you see from that game? You say you're scared of Minnesota.
I see us losing that game.
You see us losing in Denver.
I think we can beat Denver. The only games I feel like give me are I feel like we're gonna get that. Now, okay, all these teams are pro teams, so I hate saying to give me, but
Yeah,
I love our shots. I love our shot against the Giants. I love our shot against the Raiders. That will put us at 8 wins. Now, what do we play the Chargers? Here or on the road?
we play the Chargers at home December 1st.
Okay. I think we can get the Chargers game. I think we can get that game uh as well. Is I'm not as confident as I am in the Giants and the Raiders, but I think we can get that game. Now the Raiders game that's on the road. Uh so
And it's an 8:30 ESPN game against the Raiders.
Yeah.
Monday night. Monday night football. Monday night football.
Yeah. So
This is Howard Cosell.
and like I said, man, I see 10-7 at the best, but I wouldn't be surprised if we went 9-8 and won the division and got in the playoffs.
Now, Trey, we went with the trade deadline, and then get a pass rusher. But I will say we did put pressure on the quarterback today. We didn't get any sack. We got a intentional grounding, which was like a sack, and we forced Derek Carr to make some throws on third down that were because of pressure. And I had a stat that the last 3 weeks the Falcons have been putting up pressure, and it's in the top of percentages of the league. What is going on to where we can't touch the quarterback, bro? They said last week before the trade deadline that the Falcons had the amount of sacks, the worst ever in the history of football, for the amount of sacks at that time in the league. What in the flying dirty bird is going on, Batman?
Man, why have we been consistently without a pass rusher? I don't know. Seems to be a much bigger problem than just the particular personnel that we have, because even when personnel has been different, we still haven't been able to get to the quarterback. They've been trying to heat up the blitz a lot more over the last few games, trying to create some pressure. I don't know why we can't get to the quarterback, and I'm personally not expecting these guys to just suddenly develop in the middle of the season, just like the light to just click on, and all of a sudden they just develop. I'm just not seeing it. So um, I don't know, man. I just me personally, uh, I just think we don't have the players, man. I don't think we have. Like I know somebody says it's not the personnel, um, but I mean it got to be something, because it don't matter what players we have. We ain't had no pass rush. It doesn't matter who we have. I don't know. It doesn't matter who back there, except for Abraham. I mean, Abraham's a straight up dog though. Abraham's
Yeah,
a straight up dog. You know what I'm saying? Vic Beasley, for all that he wasn't, you give him a lead, and all he has to do is run after the quarterback, be fast as he can. He could get you sacks. But now that was an outlier year for him, because he didn't do it again. But I don't expect Elbuquerque or any of these guys to all of a sudden become a pass rushing threat. I just don't.
yeah, they ain't done it all year. So what's magically gonna happen? I was thinking, because the beginning of the year we had a stretch. So every team we played had a mobile quarterback, quote unquote, that can maneuver and hard to sack. But and I kind of like gave that some leeway, but not now. Like Derek Carr, man, we should have been able to get to him. You know, the last couple quarterbacks should have been able to get to. So now we play a rookie next week. We play a rookie, the
Who
guy
can
that played
move?
Auburn, and then we play the guy who went to Oregon. What's his name? Bo Nix.
Hmm. He can
So
move. He can run.
Bo can rule. See, play a rookie. He can
He
move.
can move. And then we have to play Jaden Daniels later. We know what he can do.
Oh my god.
And just Justin Herbert back there being surgical if you can't get to him. So, as tough as this beginning stretch was, when you drop games where you had the opportunity, and this goes for every NFL team, so we're not gonna act like this is just um exclusive to us. But when you drop games because you don't make the play you could have made, when you miss 3 field goals, it's tough, man. And this stretch down right here to like finish things off, it's tough, man. It truly is. It's gonna be tough. And then you look at who you might end up playing in the playoffs. I mean, the Falcons could end up, with a first round matchup like the Eagles. What you
Well,
gonna do? Do you feel confident in them beating the Eagles?
I mean, I do, but
I
they
don't.
they tough. They tough. They tough. I mean, we can do it, Trey. We can do it.
I
We
know
go.
they can. I'm just saying, do you feel
Oh
confident?
yeah.
Like, boy, I know we gonna take care of
Oh no,
business.
I don't feel like
I
that,
can't.
but I feel like
Yeah,
I
I
feel
can't.
like it'll be a tough game. But we done it
Yeah, I
before.
can't. I can't say that. I feel like we would go into it with any chance, like any given Sunday. But I mean, without a consistent pass rate, and the offense has to be on. So that's the thing with our team, the way it's built, where it's currently constructed. The offense has to be on. The offense can't have any slack days, and we can't be missing field goals because um we don't have the defense to make the pass rushing play when we need it. Our secondary been nasty now. Uh, our secondary still nasty. Shout out to them, but that pass rush, man.
But AJ
Mm.
Clay was decent. I remember that.
Man, I'm sorry we don't have all y'all names from Facebook. It's just showing us Facebook user. I don't know why it's acting that way today. So we can't call anybody out specifically. We don't know who all said it. I'm sure we have some of our regulars who come and support the show. I saw old Mark Cheney from YouTube, our boy Mark. Shout out to Mark. Man, he left that comment
Mark.
about Denver, but I don't see anything else.
Well, Trey, man, it's funny how time flies when you're having fun, man. So anything you want to wrap up with before we get on off?
Yeah, man. All I want to say is before I go, ladies and gentlemen, we've learned some important things. And so when you're out into the streets, ladies and gentlemen, always be ready. Be ready for anything that you can be ready for. What I would like for you, ladies and gentlemen, to do, this is what I want you to do. Let me get myself ready here. I want you to be able to take a piece of paper like such with you and take a pen because you never know who you may see. You never know who you may run into. So if you're out and about, keep this in your purse or keep it in your back pocket. And if you see that guy, Young Way Cool, please tell him the goalpost, it looks like that, and the ball goes in here. Kick it right there, Cool. The ball goes through there, not here, not way over there. Right there in the middle, Cool. Right there in the middle. It's simple. Keep a pen and a pad because if you see Cool, give him a drawing and say, Cool, this is what you're kicking it through. Kick it to the middle, Cool. Kick it to the middle. Stop hanging with the ladies. Come on, let me get my because I'm a little blurry. Let me get my focus back in. There we go. Let me get my focus back popping. Cool. Get it together. Get it between the uprights, my guy. The uprights.
And Cool, stop being in girls' DMs trying to get their coochie cool. Cause it's not gonna go down no more, man. It's kind of throwing you off, man. Anybody whose DM he's in, if he's in your DM, cut him out from the coup. Cut him out from the coup till he get his act together, man. And on that note, Trey, what you gotta say? Ooh, I'm rhyming.
Hey, man. Hey, you already know, man. We always, the Waterboy Show, we will always represent Atlanta because Atlanta represents us. We'll catch y'all next time.
Yo. And we out.